Yo, what's good? This your boy Jay, JRC TV.
Yes,
What's
sir.
good with y'all out
Yes,
there?
sir. What's the word? What's the word, man? Flatso, man.
Said I was gonna go live and about a story about me and my brother. Give y'all the truth about what happened years ago when we got shot and leading to my brother's death. I know a lot of people want to hear the truth and probably wonder why waited so long, but there's never a time to that. So tonight we're gonna give y'all the truth because TV One, the TV network, put out a false narrative and got a lot of people thinking other things that don't know us. So for the ones that do
yep.
know us, they know. For the ones that don't, we're gonna break it down to y'all tonight.
Yeah, man. So I'll
So
chop it up. Normal thing. That's all. Like I doing
mm.
the other day, though. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings.
we got the interview over here. She gonna ask a few questions to let y'all know whenever she get ready.
Yeah.
We ready?
Yes, sir.
So, can y'all explain to us what happened on April 15th of 2015?
April 15th. It was me, my oldest brother Antonio Harris, and it was normal day, just chilling out there by Southside Plaza, and selling little movies, CDs, or whatever at the time. So we had I ain't gonna say an issue, but it was a little tension with this other guy by the name of Sean that was out there. Uh, he was selling, doing the same thing as we was doing, whatever, trying to make money, and so one thing led to another, and we had a potential that particular day, as I remember, it was a customer come over to us and was trying to get some movies or whatever, CDs or whatever, one of the two. And he was trying to tell us that the other guy was undercutting the price or whatever the case may be, with that. For those who know about the game, you know how that go. So, make a long story short, the guy wasn't out there at the time, so he pulled up about 5 minutes later, maybe something like that. So it was me and my brother out there at the time, and the guy pulled up, Sean, and he walked up and go in the restaurant at the time. So I waited till he comes out, and I confronted him about the situation, about cutting the price or whatever, you know what I'm saying, out there that we already had talked about. And so one thing led to another. He said something I actually didn't like, you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say I might couldn't have let it go,
Sure.
but at the time, you know, he said something I ain't like. So I end up smacking him or whatever, and he ran off, and me and my brother drove off and left after that. And before we left, I went over there and flooded his tires because the guy, he ran off. I ran over there, flooded his tires to his car, and then me and my brother left and drove off. So we ended up coming back about a little while later, not too long, about 40 minutes later, and by that time it was dark and it was a rainy night. I never forget, and so we was out there as normal, and the guy wasn't out there at the time, so I seen him. He rolled through about 10 minutes later. We was out there. He just rolled through. He never stopped, but he was had somebody on the car, or whatever. he rode through. They didn't stop at the time. So his he left. Somehow his girlfriend popped up,
Yeah.
and she went to the restaurant to say she wanted to get her some food from whatever. She was just getting off work,
For sure.
so they say. And she was in the restaurant ordering her food, as I can remember, and she was with the godmother, Sean.
Yeah.
So, you could tell that she might have heard the story about what happened between me and her boyfriend and whatever. So I can, you could tell the tension or whatever. So she didn't say nothing. We just looking at each other or whatever. And she comes out the restaurant, just standing there, and then she said something to one of, I forget what she say, but it led to us interacting in a conversation about what happened. So
Right.
and then the mother was with, they was kind of mad at us, whatever, because they thought we jumped the mother was mad because she thought we jumped her son, which that was a lie.
Yeah, for sure.
The girl was, whatever story they got at the time was a lie. And, but you know how it go. People gonna believe their family, whoever. So they was mad, it's cool. So they, my brother was out there, we having words, back and forth, whatever. So, we ain't disrespectful people. So, we just trying to explain what was going on. But of course, at the time, they not trying to hear because they thinking one thing, but it was only me
already flaring,
that only me that put hands on them at the time. So my brother never touched them, period. So so I'm grabbing my brother. He, things getting kind of loud, you know what I'm saying? They getting loud, we getting loud, we're in a public place, you know how I go. So I come from a loud family, so so I see him getting heated because whatever. And by that time, Sean pulled up with some guy that we don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
And he comes over there. He sees us in a argument, whatever, with his mother and his girlfriend. So he comes over and I thought he wanted to fight or something or whatever, because it was earlier. So, and he want to grab his mama or whatever, and then whatever they told him to whatever go. So by then, the guy who he was with put out a gun on me and my brother. He pulled it out of his waist or whatever, and he didn't, he and my brother was like, it kind of got heated at that time. Because he just took the situation too far,
Yeah, facts. Man, that deep.
So by coming out there pulling out a gun for something that, if you wanted to handle it with me, it could have happened like that. But so the guy, whoever he was with, put out a gun, and my brother was telling him, whatever you're going to use it, do it, and all that case, pretty much. So the guy, he never used it. Whatever, he put the gun back in though. So they leave, Sean and the guy, whoever that was, leave, and they drive off. I guess they knew police was coming because we're in a public place in front of the ABC store at the time. And so they still out there, the mother, Sean's mother and his girlfriend. So I'm grabbing my brother like, come on, bro, you just go, stuff getting hot, let's roll, So I grab him and so they still talking and they start walking off, so our cars was like part from each other, like one side and they was on another side, and so we walked away, tried to calm everything down, thought pretty much everything, whatever. So I grabbed my brother and as we was walking off a couple of feet to the parking lot, we heard I turned around. We still was a little saying words to each other. Facts. And so we turned around finally to get in the van, which my brother had parked out there. And so that's when we heard gunshots. And so it's like give me a minute.
Yeah, so
So it's like
it's tough, man.
we heard the gunshots. It happened so quick. So I remember, and I remember my brother, he never seen it. I kind of seen it a little bit, but he never seen it. So he never seen it coming. So uh,
It's okay.
Yeah. That's cool. You know, take a moment, man. Hey, you know, the people understand. Let's get deep, man. You know, we get deep. Red, get deep. You know what I'm saying? You know, real. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Through it all, dog. You know what I'm saying?
give me a moment.
Take time. You know, but
So can you tell us what you remember that time you got the the information?
Yeah, man. Well, I was at the crib, which is, you know, in the hood in East Talbot, you know what I'm saying, North Carolina, man. That's why I was at the crib, you know what I'm saying? I was in there asleep. And it was about that morning. It was a drunk night before, you know what I'm saying? No, what we do, but that morning it was about 10:15 something. It knocked on my window, you know what I'm saying? And it was my boy, my uncle, his one of his right hand, you know what I'm saying, Free Grant, you know what I'm saying, little man, you know what I'm saying, my boy. And he was like, yo, Neff, I'm like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know, Grant, he the type of nigga, he wake and bake in the morning. I'm like, see, Grant being worse, he want, you know what I'm saying, smoke a blunt or something now. But, you know, he'd holler at you, well, I know it's good. I mean, heard about, you know, bro, G and your dad. I'm like, nah, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm just waking up, I ain't heard nothing. He was like, oh, they got hit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true it is, but they said it ain't, you know, looking so good for your pops. So I'm like, cool. And the time he telling me this, we in front of my mama's house, you know what I'm saying? On Bradley Ave. And by the time he telling me this, I get a phone call. It's my mama. She's telling me the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? End up, you know, making some calls, call my grandma, you know what I'm saying? Got to contact some of my people and, you know, end up coming up here, whatever, the same night. Me, you know what I'm saying? My dad, best friend, Freeman, you know what I'm saying? My uncle Freeman, my cousin Warren, and my cousin Luke, you know what I'm saying? So we end up coming up here the next day, that day I got it, I got the phone call the next morning. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We end up coming up there the next night. Mm-hmm. And got there, you know what I'm saying, went to the hospital or whatever. With me personally, you know what I'm saying? It was like you know what I'm saying, when I said when Grant hit the window and told me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He told me the situation, but basically.
And by the way, Grant is one of my childhood friends, homeboy.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So when he said, you know, Uncle Pops got hit up. So I'm like, you know, all right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? By the time he telling my mama calling me, you know what I'm saying? So she tell me, and we end up going there that same night, which is the next morning that happened to them. You know what I'm saying? We ended up going there the same night, and me, my Uncle Freeman was, like I say, my dad's best friend, like I told y'all, and my cousin Warren, you know what I'm saying, and my cousin Luke, you know what I'm saying? We ended up going up here and going to the hospital, and you know, when I got the joint, you know, I'm saying, we from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so we've been through stuff like this before, you know. It ain't nothing. It ain't cool or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing to get information like, yo, such and such son got shot or something. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like sad but true. It seemed like that shit is normal in our community. You know what I'm saying? But so I wasn't thinking the worst. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there and just seen OG, you know what I'm saying, in the bed, and you know what I'm saying, the machine breathing to him like that, like it broke me down because I didn't expect to see that, you know. And me and my sister, you know what I'm saying, like we stayed in there that night. My brother Chop, my right hand man, you know what I'm saying, my boy, for real, love bro, real nigga. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We stayed there that night, and it just like make you think, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that happen, it just make you look at your whole life back over me personally. Like I'm like, damn, you know, it's like say, bro, your life, anything that what they say? They say anything can change and they say you could be broke or rich or your life can change in the blink of an eye, snap of a finger. That shit real.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't be expecting that, man. And I know some of y'all out here, you know, our viewers appreciate y'all definitely. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all, you know what I'm saying? You don't be expecting that. So just to see my pops like that. And when I did see pops and we talk like that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just pop, that's my dog. Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? We go lock in, you know what I'm saying? Get our drink on together, chop it up, enjoy each other. That's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just alike in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying? So to see my dog like that, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy, you know what I'm saying? We talk push-up talk, you know what I'm saying? We see each other, you know what I'm saying? To see him like that, man, that shit, yeah, that's something different to me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie.
And to go back to what I was saying about that night when I heard the gunshots, and you know, like I said, bro never seen it, and I seen it a little bit, and so when I felt, and you know, when bro don't get in like what 7 times, right?
Yeah.
Like one in the neck and rest 5, you know, in the body or whatever. So, and I kind of seen him throw his hands up in the air, and he fell. So after that, I remember it was a guy out there that we knew, and stuff would just start happening so fast, you know. And the guy was like, "Yo, you all right?" And then they called the ambulance or whatever. But I jumped in the car, the van of this guy that was out there at the time that we knew was a mutual friend, and he shot me to eat. The ambulance was coming. My brother was on. We want to move, you know. I'm injured, you know. So he took me to the hospital, the nearest one. The ambulance took my brother to another hospital, and you know, he said I was going in and out on the way there, whatever. But you know, I was alert, and so you know, I just told him to drop me off or whatever, and I went in there. I remember I was in Chippenham Hospital, and I was walking with my arm down because my arm was kind of heavy at the time because being injured, and so they admitted me and all that stuff like that, you know. Make a long story short, so they end up getting reached with my mother, and they call her. She comes up there, and she comes up there with my brother Antonio, his kids, his youngest kids, baby mom. My 2 nephews, Malik and Messiah. Shout out to them. And
baby bros.
They came. Them 2 came, and my mom and they looking at me. So you know they shocked. But at the whole while, they didn't even know my brother got shot. So I had to. They were like, "Yo, what Tony at?" So we call him, you know, family call him Tony. You know, my brother T.O. So, and where Tony at? So I was like, they didn't tell. I said he got shot too. We you know, at MCV had gas or whatever. So that was a whole nother story now. And hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's cool. You know. Hey man.
And so they hello? Yo. So they my mother stayed there with me, and my brother, the kid's mom, she went to check on my brother at MCV or whatever, and so I, you know, make it long, I had to go through surgery and all that, and you know, make it long. So now I'm hearing about my brother, and he ain't doing too good, and you know, they didn't want to tell me too much because we was in 2 separate hospitals, and So, you know, it was a rough time, you know, for my mother, definitely, you know. And she got a story coming out too, so she gonna tell her part, part two. And she was you know, she was there, you know, with me the whole time, whatever, and back and forth to both hospitals, you know. That's what she had to do at the time. So and so I ended up getting out of hospital. I ended up having 2 surgeries while I was in hospital on my arm. And it left me disabled, whatever. So, and make a long, you know, I got out the hospital before my brother, but when I got out the hospital, that's when they found. I went up there to see him when they found. I got a call from my older cousin Warren, and he had told me, you know, he kind of like the family guy that can tell you information and you know whatever. And shout out to him too. So he called me and told me that he already had knew that they was going. I guess the family had decided to pull the plug on my brother or whatever, and that's when I had broke down because you know, everything just replayed in my head and all that. So I goes up there and that's where he's, you know, a lot of the family at the hospital, and you know, it was a lot of support, people from North Carolina, everywhere, a lot of different places and all that. And by then I never seen my nephew because you know we was in and out. Like I said, I was a different hospital, but he got more of could tell you what's going on.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, so, you know, we got that, you know, seeing what it was, you know. Like I say, not going there expecting to see that, you know, expecting some serious wounds and shit, you know. But just you know, just seeing parts like that, you know, that shit. Don't feed my language, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's something to me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit made me, I ain't even gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit it's like, I don't know, made me hate people, dog. And that ain't even cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't that type of person. Like, if I don't fuck with you or run rock with you, we just gonna rock. There ain't gonna be no hatred, you know what I'm saying? But that shit made me hate people then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's a bad word. You know, I never.
It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't cool. But that's the reality, you know what I'm saying, of what it did. You know what I'm saying? I got better over the years, definitely.
Yeah, fact.
And, you know, all praise due to Allah for that. You know what I'm saying? But,
he left 5 kids here. You know, we got my oldest nephew, got my nephew Troy.
Oldest, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Troy. My niece Coco.
Oldest
my
man,
2
you know what I'm saying?
nephews.
My little
And, you know,
my big sister Coco.
He left 4 boys back and a girl. So, you know, they live on his legacy or whatever. And the reason we doing this because of TV1 put out a narrative for the people that don't know us to make us look like animals. If you don't know us and you look and you click on to their show, which called Forever For My Man.
For My Man.
And clicked on to the episode where they got something about me and my brother, it makes us look like the bad, the aggressive and all that. So we here to clear that to the people that don't know us and don't know the story. And it you know, the girl that shot me and killed and shot my brother, she had nothing to do to nothing. We didn't know her. You know, we knew of her. You know, nobody touched her. But the film make it look like we was picking on her and we were some bad guys. And the lawyer there, of course, in court made us look like we was picking on. It was none of that. So that's why we doing that. And I'm sharing my story. Mm-hmm. My nephew sharing his. You know, it's a couple of more. You know, like my mother. So.
Definitely.
We just, you know, and that was we did that was really unappreciative of them to put something out like that.
Yeah.
Because we were still breathing, even after now, up until now. Look how long it came up for us to talk about this years after. You don't never got a time to it. So we just trying to put out the true story of that. That's why it's called the true story of the Haas brothers. My brother's not here to talk. But unfortunately, you know, I'm here to talk, so I'm letting you know that that's not how it went down. And you know, if anyone they want to reach out to us and put it on their platform or whatever, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But TV1 false narrative. Don't believe that.
But yeah, man, you know, and the TV One narrative, you know what I'm saying? I had to hear about that shit. I don't even watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch shit like that because, like I, you know, was just explaining to, you know, the interview here earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even go to the trial, and you know it wasn't nothing like that. But I ain't go to my, you know what I'm saying? Because I know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my temper. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't need me to put myself around it. You know what I'm saying? Just pray to God. You know what I'm saying? Whatever will happen gonna happen to whoever deserves to happen to eventually. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know, you gotta let, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let God, everything play out with the Lord, man. That's how I look at it, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean that I ain't gonna speak on nothing or we ain't gonna have no feelings toward nothing. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, that shit left me kind of empty.
It's rough
Then with
losing
that, you know what I'm saying? Like that
sibling.
was just a year after. You know what I'm saying? My cousin breathed, and this it's like a 10-year span, man. I lost 8 people I love. You know what I'm saying? That got killed. You know what I'm saying? That like I ain't even gonna lie, I'm kind of numb, dog. I ain't no kind I am. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like so. I you know sometimes I don't know, man. Sometimes it be like F the world or whatever, but you know that ain't even me as a person. Everybody around me don't want to do nothing but have a good time, go to work, hustle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go to work is my hustle. You know what I'm saying? And live. You know what I'm saying? Like we all want to do, just live and enjoy life, man. I mean, that's you know what I'm saying. But when you lose people by a gun, man, that's telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if you're already the type of person with a bad temper, or a no bullshit type person, should do something to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So everybody out there, I know there's a lot of people out there going through shit like this, dog. Like we in this shit together.
Exactly.
You know
and losing a sibling, you know, is rough. Before I experienced this, you know, I used to hear about it a lot. People losing loved ones. You know, I never went through it to that degree of, you know. And when I lost my sibling, and you know, you got to live with somebody. You got to live without somebody that you known all your life, and they was here before you, and you know, it's y'all got the same moms, and it's just it's different, you know. And the holidays and birthdays and all that, seeing the kids, and it don't make it no better. But you know, you get stronger and pass that time. You know, like I said, my brother was a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know he's talkative. You know, he loves sports. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's just all around good guy, man. And people painted a bad picture about him that he can't talk about. So I feel it's right for me to, you know, us to get out and eliminate that character that TV One try to portray. But we got we'll lead the interview. If you got another question you want to ask?
Well, I just want to know, and maybe everyone else want to know, while everything was going on that night, what was going on through your mind at the moment? At the moment that you got shot, what?
Well, at the moment, like I said, it was when it happened so fast. Like afterwards, you know, you start seeing lights, you start panicking, you start thinking you ain't gonna live, and you know, I had all types of thoughts. And I see my brother there, and it's just I thought really I was gonna die because I didn't know actually where I was shot at until I got to I know I was shot in the arm, but felt like I was shot somewhere else, or what, I just didn't know. So it's just that if nobody never, you have to go through it to understand. If you don't, you know, you can't just say, oh well, you know, whatever. So to answer your question, that you know, I thought I was gonna die at the time I was at Southside Plaza. What happened? Because just being out somewhere, you know, you see it on TV, people get shot, they lay out, and you know, I'm thinking no help was gonna come. You just it was a lot of thoughts going through my head at the time. So
do you think you had enough time to yell, like so your brother could have turned around? And do you think you had enough time to do that? As you seen it? Well,
I seen it, but we close by, and I didn't have enough time to, you know, I seen it, and she still shot me. But if he would have like turned around per se, I think he still would have got shot, because you know, if he would have turned around, he got shot 7 times. If he would have turned around, she wouldn't have shot him in the back, but she probably shot him in the chest or the stomach or something or whatever. Like I said, it happened so quick. and bullets are quicker than what people really
Quicker than you
think they
blink.
are. You know, they
Real,
go, they
boy.
come out quick, and
Telling
you can yell, but you know, and a lot of people say what they would have did and all that, but I can say that too, but you know, you don't know until you get in that situation.
Speed of a bullet.
You know,
by the time you yell, that's that bullet already where it's at and gonna do what it's gonna do, dog. That's the speed of them shit, you know.
And like I said, we didn't know her. She at the end of the day, she got 48 years. What she needed, you know, she's in prison. We got you know, for whatever, you know, that's how I go. Well, I would have wanted something else, but hey, she got 48 years in prison, and
Do you think that her boyfriend knew at the time what was about to happen? What his girl was about to do? Like, do you think that he should have got some time too?
I do think that. I think that he should be in there with her. No, he didn't pull the trigger, but you a man, and you know you got your girl involved in something that she shouldn't have been involved in because she wasn't there. Nobody did nothing to her, and whatever you wouldn't have told her, it made her okay for granted. She loved you. You told her what happened. She tried to come to your aid or whatever, but whatever you told her was a lie. So I think he should have handled it like a man. And if he would have did that, we both, you know, my brother would be here today, you know, and nobody would be in the situation. His fiance would be home too, and that's just how, you know, I think I feel about it. And to answer your question again, yeah, I think he should be incarcerated because he initiated all that, you know, and he didn't have no control over his woman to tell her, no, it wasn't like that. Relax, and you know, tomorrow's another day. So, but she then again, she had a mind of her own. You know, she was kind of a cocky female. She thought maybe because she had a gun and it was registered that she can just shoot and kill people, I guess. But you know, you can't do that. It's laws and rules you got to go by. No matter what, if your gun registered legal, you just can't go have an argument and think you're gonna kill someone and shoot people and think you're gonna go home and sleep in your bed. It don't work like that. So for people that do that, that's a lesson to that. But
so looking back then and then versus now, what do you think you could have done different, or could you have done anything to prevent the situation?
Well, that night that it happened, that day, whatever happened. I wish I would have probably I'm not trying to make it right, but I wish how I grew up and taking disrespect or talking to another person a way that you don't like, that's how I grew up. Not saying it's right. So I wish I would have just not even said nothing to the coward for real, because that's what he was at the end of the day. For you to let your mother and your sister, not your sister, your mother and your girlfriend come out and argue with some guys that they don't know. We could have killed them. So that go to show you what type of person he is. He put his mother and them in harm's way. So I should have even never said nothing to the coward. For real. To take it back. So
I mean, female.
Mama, that's how I feel. But that's how that I would have never. I wish I would have just never said nothing to him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. No. That's
So,
good, dog.
Right.
Yo.
How do you how did you feel about everything? when you heard everything? Like, not just what you was going through, or but how did you feel? Like when, or was it there's no words to describe it?
It's honest to describe it. It's always way to describe something, man. I was feeling to be real. Like I told you, to go back to what I said was, what I'm saying, like it's just at the time, like fuck, I was like, excuse my language again, F the world, you know what I'm saying? And I know I done cursed a few times, so I apologize, you know what I'm saying? To my mom and everybody would be villain, but we just being ourselves for the camera, dog. But you know what I'm saying? But like, like it just made me say like F everybody, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my family. You know what I'm saying? It could be somebody done something to me 10 years ago. I think about it, F them. You know what I'm saying? I got the call. I just heard. I don't know. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I ain't watched the TV one episode because I don't get into all that and everything opinion based. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that. I didn't go to the trial neither. Like I said.
Yeah.
But like it just made me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you know what I'm saying? Like I was deaf from the lady. I ain't gonna lie. We keeping it 100. I did like F that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, but. As time, you know what I'm saying? I probably say I forgave her yet, but I always deaf on her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, I don't know what I wish on her. I always still deaf on her though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't watched the episode, but it made me feel like it at the time. But now looking back, with all the over, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my dad was my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like we chopped it up, we joked. You know what I'm saying? We talk sports definitely. You know what I'm saying? Drunk us, we're gonna drink us some beer, you know what I'm saying? Talk sport and just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it made me appreciate the little shit that I never did. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure everybody out there can vouch to that lost somebody in that way. Especially it's like murder, like every death hurt. You know what I'm saying? And because I've experienced in family every different type. You know what I'm saying? From cancer to maybe until somebody grew old. You know what I'm saying? But homicide, murder, that shit different because it's like somebody may be sick over years, you know what I'm saying, but you a good, strong, healthy human being, and you go to work or get up and grind, whatever you do, work for yourself every day, and you just end up dead out of the blue. It's different because it's like it won't, you know what I'm saying, no respect or nothing. So it just shit made me feel empty, you know what I'm saying. It did, ain't gonna lie, but over time, you know what I'm saying.
And good. I can relate to that.
I'm good.
Since then I've been let me see, I'm kind of impatient. And, I be kind of moody.
It's a fact. That's human nature, dog.
You have just anger builds up inside of you?
Yeah, I think I do.
So what do you think what do you think that what can be done to like let go some of that anger, like so you can move on and grieve? Because if you keep on holding on to something, you're not gonna be able to grieve and move on better,
Yeah.
I'm saying like
I'm not gonna say better, but like,
I get you. I get you. Good. We got this. Me, it's like shit.
Well, in my case, I just try to
some type of counseling. What we doing now? Express yourself.
This one of the things.
Lay yourself out.
Another one is let it out. You got to let it out. Cry, talk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I had to learn that.
You got to do that.
Yeah. I had learned that from a very special person, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I hold this shit in, like never speak on it for years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
This bro right here.
That's my Pops in the middle, man. RP Pops, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do it for. So
man, keep going.
That's him right there in the middle for those who don't know. So, but you got to talk about it. You got to do whatever you do to not think about it, but you're gonna think about it because the birthdays gonna come up.
Yeah.
You're gonna always see the birthdays. You always see the kids. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna see your mother, knowing that she lost a child. So
all that you just that bothers that you.
Yeah,
that bothers you
it bothers me, but time. You know, with time I done got better. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I done got better, but I still be in my moves.
Like they say, time heal all wounds. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. That ain't to me. From my experiences, that shit ain't true.
No, I don't think
it ain't time heal wounds. It's in due time. You just learn.
You just
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
Good days and bad days though. That's like fucking the weather, life.
Yeah. It ain't
perfect day.
It ain't gonna never go away, like you said.
Every day you just go through a different journey. That's all. At the end of the day, make it hard.
Just like you say, you learn to live with it.
Yeah, but
you got to.
It's not an easy thing. And, it get better. Yeah.
Yeah, man, for real. And like,
but we just want to put some stuff out there tonight.
Yeah. Like, I
got another question before we wrap it up in a minute.
Yeah.
So can you describe how Antonio Harris was as a brother?
I go second. That's his oldest son. He can.
Yeah. Like I said, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Good person. And like, I don't know if y'all out there, and get religious, believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, but. My pops did, you know what I'm saying? He was Muslim to the core, you know what I'm saying? Like, he always brought the idea to me of reading, you know what I'm saying? Just experience of trying to learn different things. And, it's like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, blah, whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? I read different things, learn different things, you know what I'm saying? So, but my dad was a good dude, bro. Like, for real, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I get my sports, I love to talk, you know what I'm saying? I love to laugh, outspoken, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my dude. You know what I'm saying? He was a good dude, and I miss him, man. But one thing, you know what I'm saying, when you miss a person, like I say with me, because I lost a lot of, like I said, people close to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to change. I ain't got it on because I got to get me a rope. But I got like my 3 close friends. They like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? They all got killed too. So, it just all that shit. Like, I learned how to do it.
Like a never ending,
Yeah, man.
When one death happened, you think about all of them.
Yeah, well, it's the old saying in the South. I don't know, y'all. We from the South. You know what I'm saying? The old saying. They say death comes in threes. That shit, I don't know. It's weird. But, like that's what made me with my pops. Why I appreciated it. Sometimes I even get through my bad days. I ain't gonna lie. Think about the good. You know what I'm saying? Like, walk through the door, popping up when the hood was the hood. Turkey bowl. You feel me? Like, vibe, laughing, you know what I'm saying? They don't call the niggas Bama, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that helped me get through, man. I ain't gonna lie, but I have bad days. We all do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna pause there. Shout out to Coach Prime. Dion said we don't have bad days. We might have bad moments, minutes, hours. End of the day, we have a bad day because we got a chance to lay down and, you know what I'm saying? God willing, wake up in the morning to do it again and make it better. So that's how I look at mine now.
So yeah, with me, my brother, I'm the youngest out of 3, so I always looked it up to him, and like he said, he summed it up. He talkative, he very opinionated, and if he deal with you, he loyal. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no one way. So
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
He don't, he don't look at people, be judgmental and stuff like that. But he was a good dude, man.
Yeah.
I miss him a lot.
Definitely.
So, if you had any advice to tell, especially the youngins today, the way they handle situations and the way the gun violence is crazy. What advice would you tell them, to kind of go the other route? Like at the end of the day, it's not worth it.
I feel you.
Someone is losing somebody, sister, brother, niece, uncle. Somebody is losing somebody every day. So, what would be advice that you have, like
Uh,
some kind of advice to give people?
I mean, personally,
Your
I
opinion.
say this. Because one thing, I'm gonna keep it real. You can give advice,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And I'm always willing to that, talk to people. But at the end of the day, you can't change a mentality if it ain't willing to accept the change. So,
You
but
right.
advice wise, I say this, dog. And like I say, bro, I lost 3 brothers. My pop, gun violence. My cousin Breeze, you know what I'm saying? Quan, Jazz, bro. Like these family members, people that out of state of their houses. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, want nobody know angels, but want nobody know bad murderers or we gonna rob, you know what I'm saying? They want none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I say this, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about being a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about if you stay out of the way and don't try to get no revenge or go kill a nigga for screaming. I'm sorry, I hate that, but go kill somebody for your homie. I ain't promoting that. You know what I'm saying? Because end of the day, that's a no ending cycle. I say this because most of the youngins that we lose got some kids. Go, you know what I'm saying? Let's go get their kids. You know what I'm saying? Try to lead their siblings in the right way. And I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I make mistakes and bad decisions, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna mislead nobody because I done took part in misleading a couple young homies in my life before. So, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that no more. But can't tell nobody how to feel. Like I say, I wish death on the lady that killed my dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. It's still some type of hatred or something for, but I was deaf on. I don't know. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen it in my life. Never will.
But you know, I tell them young guys out there or whoever, definitely the youth. It's okay if somebody step on your shoe.
That's a fact, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go in the store, somebody might bump you or something like that.
That's a fact.
You ain't gotta pull out your gun, dog. You know what I mean?
Everything gotta be handled.
You ain't gotta pull out your gun.
I had to learn that through life.
You ain't gotta do all that. It's okay.
It ain't about being a sucker, bro. Cause ain't now one of y'all listening gonna let nobody touch you or hurt you, and you ain't gonna get right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get right if we got to, but we ain't going looking for that. Like we try to grind, bro. That's why we doing YouTube, man. Like, we just trying to find something to blow in a different way. It's all ways to get money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you can still, like, shit. I mean, it's people that I don't say I hate or I ain't got no care for, but I just don't be around them. I ain't gonna be where they be. Ain't no need. I ain't looking for them. For what? And they ain't looking for me, so we good. I don't, with y'all, got them for me. It's cool. It's that.
There's other outlets to.
Yeah. You know, like I say,
I said counseling.
Talk
like counseling.
But they don't. You know, they don't want to really listen like that. So it's okay. But you can get through to
whoever. Find somebody you trust.
You can get through to whoever in your family, the young guys. If you know, try to grab to them, man, because most of them ain't built like that for real. And you know, the ones, you know, and then, you know, it's okay. Like I say, somebody bump you, woman in the store. Excuse me, man. You gotta pull your gun out. Somebody look at your girl. You know, she might be a nice looking female. You know, whatever. Okay, as long as he don't touch her. You know, he can look. He can look. You know, it's okay. I mean, little simple stuff. I'm just saying. You know, a lot of that shit get twisted. They be on drugs and, you know, high. You know, you can't tell them that because they got a pistol, so because they're invincible. So I try to stay out their way because there's no reasoning with some of them. You know, and I just, you know, I don't got the patience. I don't have the patience where I used to. So, you know, I love the youth. They do what they do. They smart. I'm trying to learn from them, do what they do. But a lot of them you can't, you know, talk to. I just try to, you know what I'm saying?
I got a bunch of little homies. They know from the hood. I definitely love them. They my little dog. You know what I'm saying? I wish the best to them. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, but
I stay out of the way. I stay in my own lane and just do my own thing. You know, I put some good information in there, some good advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. You always got to do that.
I just stay out of the way. But I love the hell out of them, though. You know what I'm saying? I love them, man.
Yeah. You know, we just you know, want to put it out there about that. We got a little more content coming with it. Like I say, man, you know, a couple of my mother go talk when she ready. You know, my brother. So you know, we just put a little out there, like you say, like I say, that's the truth about it. TV1, the show for my man. That's about me and my brother Antonio is fake. You know, they lie. They never talk to us about none. They never asked us to talk. So they fabricated and put together what they wanted to put together. But, you know, we years later, you know, hey, you know, it's no time to it. So we come here and put the light on it. And
at the end of the day, I ain't
y'all
gonna blame.
for,
I appreciate y'all, but we
you
can
know.
kind of right. We can't blame. I ain't gonna blame TV1 and nobody. At the end of the day, you do a crime, you got a lawyer, like they getting paid top dollar to try. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it
is. What it is.
Put shit out there, but y'all peace.
You know.
Have a good one, then. You know what it is, man.
And
look, man, Facebook Flex Williams, Instagram Flex_916, man.
Jay,
Follow.
holla at us. JRC TV. Get at me. Thank you for the subscribers. Subscribe more. I appreciate you. See you another time. Peace. See that editing right here. The editing. They let me hit it.
What it is?
See, I told you. Of course, you get to talking. Like, it's like a regular conversation.
Wait.
Oh. Oh, you can edit that shit though.